Hi everybody. How you doing out there? Hopefully you're doing good. I'm gonna I just looked it up and I have the words, the lyrics to Girl with No Eyes. And it is done by It's a Beautiful Day. Okay. I don't know where Moody Blues came into the picture, but I had seen them along with that. So I made an assumption. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read these lyrics. And then I really could go ahead and play it, but then I might get in trouble because there's probably copyrights or something. But I mean, Jesus, from years and years and years ago. I mean, just think about it. I'm 69, and 50 years ago, I would have been 19, and I know it was before then. But anyway, I just want to tell you the words, and then maybe as I read the words, I'll figure out why it was that I bellowed it out of my head. In other words, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this song comes pouring out of my mouth. There's usually a reason for that. It's usually because it's something I'm thinking about. Somewhere in those lyrics was something I was thinking about. So here we go. Okay? Have to have the glasses on or I wouldn't be able to see. Okay. There's a girl in my room and her face on the wall with no eyes. There's a girl in my room and her face on the wall with no eyes. Girl with no eyes, who can she be? Girl with no eyes, she's looking at me. There's a girl in my room with her face on the wall with no eyes. If I make a sound, she'll know that I'm stirring inside. If I make a sound, she'll know that I'm trying to hide. Girl with no eyes, who can she be? Girl with no eyes, she's looking at me. Beautiful girl, who does she see? Beautiful girl, she seems to be staring. And then it says, doesn't everybody know, love takes a lifetime. And doesn't everybody know, love is the eyesight. It's the eyesight of a lifetime. She's just a reflection of all the time that's gone by. She's just a reflection of all the time I've been high. That's a lot of us, isn't it? Girl with no eyes, who can she be? Girl with no eyes, she's looking at me. Beautiful girl, who does she see? Beautiful girl, she seems to be staring. Doesn't everybody know? Everybody know love takes a lifetime. And doesn't everybody know? Everybody know love is the eyesight. It's the eyesight of a lifetime. And that's all it has. So I'm not sure how many times the chorus would be in there. So now I have at least done part of what I said I was going to do. I looked it up. I found the words. I read them. I sang a little bit, but I was probably wrong. So what I want to do is check it out. But it is true. Love does take a lifetime. It's not something that happens overnight. True love. I don't know. I can't really say that, because what about love at first sight? What about the heart-to-heart connection? We can like what we see, but that doesn't go very far, really. When they open up their mouth and they are no longer beautiful, can't get away fast enough. I don't like mean people. I don't like mean, ugly-hearted people. And people who are rude to other people. You need to have the love of Christ in you. And you were born with it. I just don't know if it's still there. But that's neither here nor there because we don't know each other, right? Just saying, never know what the future brings. And I did read somewhere, and no, I can't find it or say anything about it, but I did a long time ago. I read in the scriptures to, I can't say the words just right, but it's talking about staying with your sweetheart of your youth. You know, sometimes maybe you can think about the thought that maybe we knew each other before, and maybe we came down to a similar area so that the chances are we find each other. Some people are blessed to grow up with each other. Now, my family, brother. I was born in North Carolina. Mom and Dad were born in North Carolina. And that basically, the original 13 colonies were part of that. But what's my point? They moved around a bunch, okay? My dad and my mother, they got married when they were very young. And he did a few different things, and I don't know all that he did. I really need to sit down and have him tell me so I can record it, for when he's not here. But what I do know is they moved around a lot, okay? Dad was, he got into propane, and then they had a magazine that came out all the time, and it would put all the different jobs across the United States, that were available, that a person could apply for if they were qualified for and stuff. Anyway, Mom and Dad did that. Gee willikers, we moved a lot. Even before we moved out of the state, we still moved a lot. So it wasn't just about searching for the right job, okay? I think we lived in 3 different houses on one street. And there were probably reasons for that. And that street was a dirt road, okay? It was not a street. I remember we lived down at the end of a dirt road. And it went off to another big dirt road behind that. But that dirt road, I don't know how, a mile. I was a little kid, so I wouldn't know. This was before I even hit kindergarten, okay? I have memories, though. I have a lot of memories from when I was a tiny thing. And I need to share them, because I just learned one the other day. Mother didn't give me any light on the subject, but Dad did. He knew. Which was, we lived in New Bern. I was a toddler. I don't even know how old I was. But I remember being on the 2nd floor and looking over the railing, because there was rails all the way around. And there was water down there in the house, okay? And a boat came inside the house and got us. And that's not something you make up, But Dad verified it the other day. Yes, that happened. There was 2 hurricanes that happened right around New Bern. And New Bern, if you look it up on the map, it's water everywhere. I'm not sure. I always thought we were about 85 miles maybe. And that's a guesstimate, okay, from the ocean. But anytime you're close to the ocean, there's a lot of rivers all over the place. And then the ocean, when it's doing its uproar and stuff, then it's shoving water up those rivers. And those rivers are going into the town. But that was a true thing. Excuse me. I mentioned it to Mother, and she acted like it didn't happen. I wonder why she did that. Or maybe she didn't hear me right. She's not here anymore. But somehow we brought it up the other day, and it was definitely, there was a show on TV that was covering, I don't know if it was a documentary, but it was covering those 2 hurricanes. And Dad was talking about it. And then I told him about my memory, and he said, yeah, that happened. So yeah, we went upstairs. I don't know if we lived in the whole house or if we just had an apartment upstairs or what, but he did say that they gave us the option whether to leave or stay, and he didn't feel like the water was going to come up much higher, so I think we stayed. I think that's what he said. But I remember looking over the railing at a boat in our house and a lot of water. Not just a little bit, a lot. But anyway, so if you ever get a chance, if you're even concerned, especially those in the family, you might want to look up New Bern, Newbern, North Carolina. That's where I started. And I was born in a place called Craven County. So they be craving me. They got me anyway. Of course, I didn't stay there long, I guess. We moved all over the place, like I said. But I do have some fond memories of back there. My Grandma Riggs, that was my mother's mother. She took care of us a lot. Grandma Smith did too, but Grandma Riggs is the one I remember. Now, oh, I gotta go. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a real quickie, and I'll give it to you. And I love you. Okay? Bye.